Hi there, partners. I'm Mr. Juice, and I'm the new CEO of the Tactical Crouch Podcast. As you know, the Tactical Crouch Podcast is the premier Overwatch podcast in all the land, even if our hosts aren't plat. They're worse. Now, you may be asking yourself, what does a podcast need a CEO for? And to that I say, shut your mouth, kid. Now, we have some amazing hosts for our show still. We have the knowledgeable of everything technical, Kick Tripod.
What you do is you create the mix and you put it in a waffle maker, and it's called a chaffle. And then you just put like bacon, eggs, sausage. It feels like something that should like go on the midnight menu at KFC.
We've got the juice dispenser himself, Yiska.
Here's the problem. TCP has the magical powers of having news dropped sort of shortly before we go live, right? Either the day before or the hour before. We necessarily, we are in a position where our takes are half-baked, right? Like,
and then, rounding it off, we've got the big brain of Overwatch himself, Volmail.
This match. Please remind
everybody but me, everybody but me, everybody but me. It's everybody but me, God. Please forsake me. Strike me down with heavenly fury.
Oh, looks like Volmail's actually calling me right now on my cellular device. Let's go ahead and pick it up and see what he has to say. Hello.
Hey, Mr. Juice, right? Kick Tripod gave me your number and said to call you if I needed anything.
He. Can I help you with anything?
Well, you see, I'm gonna need more plaid shirts.
Oh, well, I don't see why not.
And some plaid sheets, pillows, and blankets for my bed behind me in the shot.
All right, don't you think that's a little, too much?
I'm also gonna need somebody to come to my house and paint all these ugly walls plaid. Do you know anybody who could get me Irish or Scottish citizen?
I think I'll call him back. Now, where were we? Oh, yes, Tactical Crouch Podcast. Now, for those of you who've been fans for a long time, you know that the Tactical Crouch Podcast has a premier lineup of guests that they bring on to the show, like Overwatch League General Manager Nuki for the London Spitfire.
Trust the process is a thing that we say in Cloud9, so nice. Go for it. Trust the process.
Or you have Overwatch League Caster Avril.
Thank you very much. That's high praise. You just ended it at Caster. I'm like, whoa, damn, that's... I don't know if I can live up to that. Thank you very much. Glad to be back on the show. You know, I'm always happy to come on, talk about Overwatch and whatever you guys want.
Overwatch Contenders NA and EU Caster Trid.
Hi, thanks for the intro. I'm not really a guy who usually has a plan, so you've already led to your audience, but thank you for the introduction nonetheless.
And rounding it all out, you've got Overwatch League Analyst Reinforce.
Something to admit, like your intro song like actively haunts me in my everyday life.
Now that's a star-studded lineup if I've ever seen one, and it brightens up the show like the sun brightens up my 1995 Chevrolet on a hot summer day in Texas. But Mr. Juice, I hear you ask through your mouthful of chicken tendies, what do the real fans think of the Tactical Crouch Podcast? Well, don't take my word for it as the CEO. Why don't you hear from one of our real fans who sent in this message earlier today?
I love Tactical Crouch. It's my favorite Overwatch podcast, and you should watch it too.
All right, did they do it? Good. You can untie his family right now. Yeah, just make sure that they know that if they go squealing to the cops, there will be some consequences and you will be repaying them a visit. Got it? All right, good. Oh. Sorry about that. See, everyone loves the Tactical Crouch podcast, and you can too. All you gotta do is you gotta hit that subscribe button on the YouTube, hit that little bell, and follow us on Twitter. That way, you will be always in the know of when Tactical Crouch will be going live and giving you that sweet, sweet Overwatch juice. Delicious.
We're never gonna go
It's a
outside
real-
again.
Right.
Like,
It's a real
I don't.
good point.
I like. There's a part of me that this is the one team that I look at. That not the one team, but this is a team
What-
that I look at and say, like, what are they doing
What if-
here?
What if we all get the vaccines and everyone gets the superpower, or like everyone gets the superpower of teleportation, and then everyone can set their Tinder range to infinite?
That's
Nobody's
why-
really working anymore.
That's
then,
why in
right?
my tactical crouch contract, I negotiated business class flights and business class teleportation. So
Right. Yeah.
Why do you put up with us, chat? With analogies like that? Like, why are you here? I wonder that. I'm gonna peer behind the curtain, just ask y'all, like, why'd you buy tickets? You know,
there's literally
This is bizarre.
103 people here right now.
Y'all crazy. Love you, but wow. I enjoy the sport though. Thank you.
The guests. They just said they're just like for the guests.
I'm gonna be honest with you. It's the guest, boys.
It's
Oh,
the guests.
that's one of the ones that has so much truth to it that it hurts a little bit in my
it's
heart.
the knife.
Like, ow.
The twisting knife. The twisting knife. Oh.
Well, joke's on you because you're still here and there's no guest, dipshit.
There's no guest. I think that's
I mean, you knew. We announce it when there's a guest.
That's the difference when you get like this watered down, just like broken German man instead of the audiophile, like audio tech
True.
engineer.
God.
Like that's kind of what you get yourself in for. Of course, something happened in China. That means we got to bring the Chinese experts
That's true.
on the show, and it's not
Nah,
even.
hey, that's expert. You know, I left that. I walked away from that life.
Nah.
Joe has given me like the tour. He's like,
I'm here. You go. This is all you know.
Joe gave me the fucking crown from from
Don't want
there must always be a Chinese expert.
That's right.
There you go.
I'm just Bovar, just like
You are
covered in just,
Chengdu
like
Bob.
scars.
Yeah.
I mean, scars you definitely have. There is definitely a lot
Covered in burns.
breaking when
Yeah.
you watch an extensive amount of
This
Chinese
burn
Overwatch.
was like from LGE Huya's Gauntlet performance. This was, when China hasn't won a World Cup ever. It's everywhere. But we have the ice crown, so
I still have the bullet wounds from saying, like, in the early seasons when Chengdu upset Shanghai, that Shanghai was possibly the best team in the world, and Chengdu upsetting them was really bad, and people in the community just kept like drive by shooting me, just like, no way, these are the best. Well, how did that turn out? Maybe not the best, certainly very close.
fourth best.
I mean,
I love to always bring up that
we're not doing that. Wait, stop. We're not doing that American stuff where it's like we're determining world rankings based on one weekend's performance in the playoffs. Like, just because they made fourth in the season playoffs doesn't mean they were the fourth best team in the world during 2020. Also, you're the Shanghai stand. You got to actually defend this more. What are you doing? Like, right. Anyway,
or it's the inverse, and every shape fits in the square shape.
Yeah, that never happens in esports though.
Nope.
If anything, we
I
have
don't
like
know.
some weird three-dimensional, like twisty thing that needs interdimensional.
Or our
like-
shapes continuously change.
Yeah.
Yeah, so before I say my piece, how do you feel specifically about this though? Like not a meta topic, but like how do you feel about the idea of Sunday night Overwatch?
How do you like Mr. Petitti's idea?
Yes.
I think it's not that big of a deal. It will help a little bit, but it's a good thing.
Really?
It improves things.
Okay, this is interesting. Because I feel like it's a good idea, but it's impossible to execute. To what John kind of alluded to. I think maybe I'm reading into too much what you said. How many times last season were we like, oh, dude, next week we get this match and this match and this match and this match, and they were all dark.
No, I know.
We can't tell. We can't tell what's a good match.
No, you're right.
We
you're
can tell
absolutely
when the
right.
viewers show up.
No, you're so right.
We can tell what we're gonna play, but we have no idea what the good matches are.
Okay, here's
We have to
last time
define
I
Seven
good
grades,
put
Joe.
them up. hold on.
Okay, John.
We have to define what good match means. On crack, so you can go fishing.
The thing is, like, think of what like $70 Valorant skins that keep you in because you've invested currency.
Yep.
Like the skin market in CS:GO. Like,
don't you wish
CSGO
Jeff was
itself,
right though? Don't you wish that Jeff was right?
Oh yeah, dude. But
that the spirit of competition.
This is 2021, dude.
I supported it. I said I love that.
Yeah.
I'm behind Team Jeff all the way. And then
You got a
now,
break, though.
4 years into it, I'm like, you
Yeah,
know
no.
what? I'm wrong. I want some skins that nobody else can get.
Yep, I want a battle pass. I want some progression. Let me feel like I'm getting somewhere
I'm
with your
sorry.
game, but we're not there.
That's like
Maybe some crack.
believing like you're against like artificial intelligence and like the artificial life, and you realize I can't actually hang with these androids. I got everything from down here is just robotic as well, but I will keep my humanity as the head.
There
right?
has
That's
to
what
be-
Overwatch needs to be.
There has to be a psychological term or Yiska, some sort of fancy science term that you can throw at us for an idea that is better and makes something worse. An idea that is inherently for the greater good that gets ignored because of the personal either gain or the way that you can.
Oh yeah, it's called candy.
Candy. It's called sugar.
Yeah.
It's called caffeine.
Pretty much, it's called giving sugar with the medicine. Yeah, like it's sadly like then just make sure that whatever you're trying to push is like valuable. I understand that your competition is literally binding children to loot boxes if Golden Messi comes out and like 150,000 people can watch that on Twitch. I understand like that you don't want to facilitate that, but that's the evil that you're up against. So you wrap the addiction around like whatever the nice core within that gameplay is. Like even CSGO as an evergreen formula, right? Like this game has been like big 20 years. If they don't get the skin market, that game was seriously in decline before that stuff hit. And then like they threw the crack cocaine out, the kids came up, and now CSGO is once again the best game. Like purists or understand that what the value of Counter-Strike is, but that's not what keeps the game together. And we see it also like with the waning interest in CSGO because like the skin market is like it's almost equivalent to the market value of skins and whatever it is, right? So we need our crack cocaine. Make it less bad. Like I don't know.
Clip this, please. Clip him. He needs to be sent to the authorities.
And this is a good chance. There is international regulatory risk to just doing. I mean, number one, Overwatch as well as Hearthstone have to abide by these same rules.
Stuff like that. That'll be some fun ones.
All right, those are good.
Hawaii
I like
shirts,
those. Those
porn,
make me
something like
happy. Yeah.
What'd you say? What's yours?
Oh, I didn't come
John?
up with one. I was
I
too
mean,
busy.
it is tough.
It's tough. This is not. That's not my cup of tea when it comes to making up those answers.
Let's not crowdsource, but let's think of a couple on the fly. What about like?
But chat, put yours as well. What are some of the most obscure stats what you think we'll see in the 2021 Overwatch League season?
Number of reflect kills, sprays, and the correlation between total number of sprays sprayed and the winning team. The average payload speed, that'd be kind of interesting.
The mean time between spamming "I need healing" and the time that they receive their first heal.
The delta, yeah.
Yep.
There you go.
That's a pretty
The
good
Genji
one.
delta. That's what it's called.
Correlation of crouching over bodies and win rate.
True.
The highest vertically tracer bomb stick.
Oh, okay. Like a shot put. Just like how high does it go?
Yeah, like you're on
Okay.
Oasis, the not Gardens, but the one with the thing in the
City
middle of the
Center?
room, City Center. And you like jump off the side and like stick a Pharah and they go up in the air and they get hit like, 40
Okay.
meters.
Yeah.
who flanks the most and is the most away from the ball of his team, so therefore socially distancing.
The solo
How quickly?
The solo death coefficient, the one where the person who routinely dies the furthest away from their team.
How quickly tracers can demech a diva? That would be a good one. I'd like to hear more on anybody who loves that as a statistic as to support their players.
Most remechs.
Okay. Remech kills. You know, when like the mech
those
gets
are
called
also
down.
good ones.
Would like to
There we go.
see like player substitutions, like most player substitutions, and how that.
I'd like to know number of failed roster submission attempts. That'd be a good one.
Ooh, that's a good one.
That'd be a good
That
one.
is a good one.
The
Yeah.
Ty Wrong Award.
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
number of
very much
oops,
so.
the number of oops wrong map awards.
Yo, we need a remake.
The Flame Award, yeah. Exactly. No, we didn't. Sorry, we missed it.
What are some other good ones? I can't think of any.
What upsets me a little bit about like how the rankings now have shaken out. I feel like we all got averilled.
What?
We all got averilled really heavily.
What do you mean?
And I guess that's a segue. What I assume to be the next team.
All right,
but
I have to remember what the next team is.
Like, can we keep in mind how that team finished last season? Like, can we think about how they would have not made a single stage final? Not one. Not playoffs. They were negative over the regular season. They changed like a couple of players around.
Yeah.
And how have we been averilled into a top 3 APAC position based on a next cup?
No,
What
it's
is
that
going
had
on?
nothing to
How
do with
did
my
that
ranking.
happen?
It's not
sir?
just next.
Do not
that's
put
not
that
how
on
it
me,
is.
that
sir.
happen to me?
I
What
say
did I become?
nay, sir.
No,
You did
if anybody
not.
has the best argument, it is John.
How have I fallen to these levels?
The actual Tiger King.
You do not get to.
Oh yeah, Prophet
You
is on
do-
that team.
you-
Never mind.
You still, yeah. Teams that I can.
Jesus Christ! Just keep going. I already have a
Alright.
migraine from this.
All right, we'll keep going then. Next up
What
is
next?
the Houston Outlaws.
All right, here we go. We're about to have it out.
No way.
There it
Yep.
is.
No way.
Intense.
I don't get this.
Oh,
How
no!
are you that high?
Whoa!
You're crazy.
That's a shit take. All in the bunkers.
You had
We're
that.
locking up. This is a really bad take. I'm like, what are you doing, dude? This is so bad. This is so bad.
Okay,
You're going to be so wrong. What is going on?
listen, Captain Scrimbucks. Get your safety helmet back on. Let's get your hall monitor badge pinned. You know what? In what universe do you think this team is? Where did you put them?
Fifth.
I could have put them higher, I did.
If you, what's their floor? Let's start there because this feels like a ceiling.
Oh, floor. Oof. 8th.
I'm okay with that. Like, what's their peak for you?
3rd.
You gotta sell me on this. I don't see it.
Job by half the team, especially Alarm. And then, like, apparently, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm 37 is now one of the best players in the Overwatch League at the moment. So what do I know? Like,
I wouldn't even go that far.
boy is cracked at the moment, dude. Like, the boy is cracked at the moment. By the way, that's a misjudgment. And then also, okay, let me just get this out, like, on this podcast still. I was wrong about Leaf. I was so wrong
Yes,
about
you
Leaf.
were.
I was so astronomically, absolutely, like, atrociously wrong about Leaf. This boy is zero washed. He's dirty, is what he is. Like, he's crusty dirty at the moment. Yeah. Nah. That boy's
China's got some talent, man. I'm telling you.
Of course, Kenobi.
The CEO
Kenobi
just
wasn't even
popping
watching.
off. No, he just tunes in.
Kenobi was like in the shower.
He wants to
Kenobi
use
was in
that
the
for
shower.
the.
Someone said it.
He wants to use it for our annual reviews. Yeah. So here you are, admitting you're wrong. Why do you deserve a raise? You were wrong.
Also have a different reaction. So I always felt with, for instance, Uber, we have someone that is legitimately one of the best, let's just invent this word, crowd feeders in esports, who's like a guy that feeds off the crowd like among the best in the industry.
Feaster, not feeder.
He's a feaster.
I mean, both. Like, it's like he's like this.
Yeah, he does feed the crowd too, I guess. So maybe it is both. You're right.
He's like this lion that has been put in a cage and put on a vegan diet for like 2 years or like 4 years now, with very few occasions where he got out a little bit of sunlight, and then you immediately see that almost the nature of that broadcast changes. I will already say, like, seeing him like way back, I think it was either Takeover 1 or Takeover 2. Like, that was already a very different experience. This man was like demolishing tables and stuff. Like,
watching somebody cast is actually so interesting to watch. Like how they move their hands and like how they stand up at certain points.
It's a near spiritual experience, not gonna lie.
Yeah, it's
I
sick.
was close to tears when I saw Ubercast the first time. No BS there. Like,
what table did he smash? Did he smash a table?
No, like
What?
he's just
I don't know.
He was holding down the production table where the screen was like put up on
right.
and he's just like screaming into it,
yeeting a table.
And then I think that might have been the moment where he said, "Put your headset back on." Maybe I'm mixing things up. No, it might have
that wasn't. That was yes. I can't remember.
True.
Where
Yes. I remember my article. I referenced it.
Yes.
Like the Takeover 2 was later.
Dressed up as Tracer. For some reason, that's what I remember about that event.
And it's like he's rocking back and forth. He's losing his own headset, right, in the process of it, and like, and he's mad at Nox in that moment because he's stealing a map 5 from him or something. And I'm just like, this man is living it right now. Like, it's a different experience for sure.
Yep. Yes, sir, it is. It's Tactical Crouch, episode 184. The show where Volomal is completely correct, I'm halfway there, and Yiska's hilariously wrong. The show where, Joe, you nailed that 3-pointer. Well done. Congratulations. Let me give you a slow clap for that one or a fast clap for that one. I got the rebound. I enjoyed it. Yiska, you tossed your ball into the crowd. Talk to me about that.
Guys, I was not truthful with you guys, unfortunately.
Oh, he's not truthful. He's lying.
I was truthful.
See what the fans don't know is they don't know that we were having a tech dilemma and a minor crisis beforehand. Like, well, wow, it's strange that we can't see you. We normally see you in the preview of our stream every week, but for whatever reason we can't see you. Isn't like Discord just like, or isn't OBS just kind of like screen capping what's on your screen? So if we have you on the screen, we should see you, right? He's like, I don't know, guys. It's really weird. It's strange.
I'm gonna drop you another L real quickly, but you need to like vertically flip.
It didn't mirror. Yeah, you're right.
Flip your camera.
Yeah. I'm doing it. Yeah.
Boom. Done.
Doing it live. There you go.
Got your second L of the day very quickly.
Oh, that's hilarious.
I appreciate that. That's actually really good. Well done. That looks like quite a bit of effort. Now I know why you were late for recording the show today. Definitely. Did you go to your meeting with that? Did you even have a meeting? I don't know what to believe anymore.
I had an actual meeting, but the thing is,
looking like this, or
we didn't have cameras on. I was putting it on during the meeting, but I was intently listening. I didn't mess it up.
Where'd you get the airs from? That is impressive. Did you have to go on and buy that?
Yeah, of course. I invested serious Grimbucks in order to get this.
Damn, dude. Damn.
It's the only thing they're worth these days.
So I see you've invested the money that NA teams paid you to get your makeup done.
I wish they would have paid me. It would have been worth in that case. But I'm just a poor idiot. I read a paper on this, and people who are uglier actually greatly benefit from masks. So if you're an ass face, just keep that on, because the way people extrapolate how the rest of your face should look,
Dude.
like I don't know, the chances of someone taking their face mask off and you going, oh wow, that looks better than I anticipated, is 0%. I've had this 0 times this pandemic.
What you just said is generally true for like anything you wear on your face. Like, so if you are less attractive, just wear more things on your face that includes facial hair, glasses, a mask, a hat. Just the more things you can shove on your face, the better at that stage, really.
Is this why I'll be getting face tattoos? Is that a good idea?
Just a couple teardrops.
Face tattoos, yeah.
Yep.
Oh god, you'd have to get a lot to cover though, But then you just look weird. You look like a psycho if you have too many.
Yeah.
Or just any at all. Actually, just any at all would already sit you down.
Germans with face tattoos doesn't sit particularly well
No.
with me, but
No.
maybe another part, maybe the neck. I don't know.
Yeah. No, there's not a lot of that going on here unless you're really into like that type of scene. Just get like basically people who get face tattoos in Germany probably have no more skin space left everywhere else. And they're just desperate for
That's
more.
usually how it goes.
Right.
And when you use your whole body as a canvas at that stage.
Unless you want to put Jake in again, which once again bones your season playoff stuff. Because like, let's be honest, like everyone I talked to was just like, oh, Juby's playing Brigitte against us. Well, I guess that's free. Like that's
get out.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I mean, if you look at it statistically as well, like
take that with a grain of salt.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, NA coaches are. I think I don't know if it's a psychological mechanism of just like coping with whatever's happening there, but yeah, there's a lot of certainty going around for sure.
Yeah,
Sigma, like Piggy's the best Sigma in the league.
Sure, but I mean, yes, I agree, but that's not getting played.
It can't be played because it's banned.
Should be a very close matchup. It's Profit versus Carpe again, maybe, or depending on who gets.
We know how that goes.
Run where.
We do know how that goes.
Does it usually go in Profit's favor? I think it does. Oh, it doesn't?
Yeah,
it usually does.
It does. From season 1.
Since season 1. Yep.
Oh, by the way, last season, Seoul knocked Philly out of playoffs, didn't they? In that game. Yeah, they did.
Oh yeah.
So we kind of
yeah,
like a lower stakes version, but still pretty high stakes because one of the teams don't make it forward, and once again it comes out of Philly versus Seoul.
That was that.
That was at 3-0 as well, right?
That was that dog shit fucking Philly running Winston when it was very clearly like Roadhog was like the hotness.
Yeah, and just to farm the fuck out of Philly for it.
Yeah.
That would be the most gesture thing, by the way. He just shows up to his computer, just puts his like 5-pound rings individually down on the table. The table is shaking, and he's just like, "I got a world-class ball, by the way," and they just go to town. Like that would be the most gesture thing I've ever seen.
I think somehow we've locked eyes from across the room. Do you want to go first, Jessica, or would you like me to?
We can hold hands during it.
We can.
Okay.
Here. Let's just.
Okay, yeah,
Yep.
like
That way. Yeah. Married.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay.
Yes.
Say it, Joe.
This is gonna be a 5 mapper.
Okay.
But my ass hurts and I'm getting off the fence. I have the San Francisco Shock upsetting the Shanghai Dragons in the first round of the playoffs. Which is weird because, funnily enough, I agree. The Shanghai Dragons are the best team at this tournament. Spoiler, they're winning this thing, right? 100%. They're just gonna win. Avro mentioned very early that if there's a time to beat somebody, it's early on in the tournament. And that's where I see the Shock doing this against the Dragons. And this is something that Moon has calculated. Yes, is it a hot take? 100%.
To that, although I will say those are probably like the easiest couple of names to put in there.
Yes.
I'd have been impressed. You could have put a kilo in there as well.
Tried. tried.
I'd be impressed if you dropped the Jonak in there somehow. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's like, I think that's like, that's nightmare difficulty of trying to like just name drop a player that can fit into a normal English sentence. You guys know that I made a poem recently.
Did you?
Of because what was happening in my my personal Discord, a bunch of people were doing puns for Overwatch players being put in there, like I don't know, use proper as a like, yeah, you just pretty much what you were doing. You just kind of name dropping players into the regular sentences. And they were all doing this. Some of them were pretty clever. I'm like, oh yeah, this is kind of funny. Like, and they're just kind of slipping a couple players' names into sentence. I'm like, I'm gonna level this up to 11. I'm just gonna do an entire full flowing sentence, except every single word is a player's name. The entire sentence is just all player names, and that's it. I didn't even have to go very far. I only looked at Contenders Korea, and that was enough for me, because those guys are really good at just using some basic nouns that make sense, and a couple of connecting letters, connecting words in there, just make enough sense. So the Contenders Korea poem goes like, "Hey, I'm Stalker. It's all proper revenge. Just attack someone, develop another assassin, fix the arrow to you, stellar aim. Simple physics, perfect checkmate." So
that's hilarious.
Really is. It's a full sentence only using players' names. It doesn't get better than that. So, and with that, I'm gonna happily shave my Arrakis tonight.
There you go.
I do enjoy that. Spark can just like hold that one over Chengdu if they want to, and just kind of dangle in front of their faces.
That's the most bougie stuff, by the way, to just like have a league spare and not share.
Yeah.
And not share.
I mean, trade him in for, I don't know, like what kind of like second row DPS does? Oh yeah, for Jimmy and Tower Cookie. There you go.
Ugh.
Yeah.
What?
I don't like that trade at all.
No, just give me money. No, fuck no.
Yeah,
Just give me.
I don't want your players. Give me money.
Pay me money. I don't want. Yeah, I don't want those players.
I don't want Tower Cookie anywhere near my team.
Now,
Thank
okay.
you.
Do you? Okay. Here's the more amoral offer. I'm Spark. I'm going, hey, Chengdu, you want some Liga, bro? And you're like, oh, goddamn, I really do need a Chinese off tank. Yeah, I think I'd like some Liga. I saw you still had an Aprita in your Contenders team. You wanna trade, bro?
Fuck, have 4 DPS already.
Yeah, no.
What are you thinking? They have
Just
Pineapple
retire
Shy
some.
Alpha Architect.
Oh, just retire some.
They have fucking 4 DPS.
Yeah, no.
But like, there's a thing about regional pride, or like,
Can I hit you with a spontaneous get off the fence before we actually get to the segment? Can you rank these 3 main supports? Chris, Nuss, Animo.
Chris, Animo, Nuss.
God, you hate him so much. I've rolled the same to you.
It's hard, man. I'll just put Animo first, and then Chris Nuss.
Like,
I don't know. I didn't see a huge amount of Chris.
Fair.
Or Nuss. I don't know.
Nah, dude.
I'm biased towards Animo because I follow this guy. I followed this guy like his whole career.
True. Yeah.
Nuss is like, just like from what I see on the server, who are you had more contribution towards Shanghai Dragons winning the championship this year than Nuss had in season 1, because he was not actually actively negatively impacting the game.
Yeah.
But hey, dude, oh my god, he basically like, Nuss should get the Legion award if we think about it.
Now that's a throwback. I don't know that too
Wait,
many
what's
people
the Legion
remember the
award?
Elite. Yeah.
I don't even know what that award is.
It's the award for like the so if people remember,
Which they
Lunatic,
don't. You're gonna have to.
I
You're gonna have
remember
to rewrite this.
right? So in season, was it 3 of Apex when Who Are You was benched?
Yes.
So Lunatica was still clearly one of the best teams in the world, right? Like, even Who Are You being like swapped out wasn't going to change that. Jaehong was on some different shit. Miro was just like still one of the top performers there. Zumba was great. Like everyone was just Toby, of course. Like everyone was pretty top tier. To Eska for what he was doing was still pretty decent. And like Lee Tae-jun coming in, dude. Like, I mean, this guy was clearly worse than everyone else on that team, and was like just carried to a title when, like,
did he even play?
Not much. Because if you remember correctly, it was Guido in the
yes,
finals.
Guido
Not only popped
yeah.
off and got MVP.
Guido and Eska, yeah.
Yes, Eska on Soldier and Sombra, and did some weird rotations and shit. But yeah, it was.
I mean, that
Lee
rotation
Tae-jun
was.
I don't even remember Lee Tae-jun playing.
Yeah, just the most mediocre Tracer player to ever.
They tried in the beginning so hard. They wanted him to work so badly, dude. It's just like, oh, you're a nice guy, but like, you're really not clicking that well, bro. Like, and by not clicking, I don't mean with the team. Everyone likes you. You're not clicking heads, mate. Like,
wow.
Next one.
All right, next one.
The Valiant's mean to the Valiant.
Let's lighten it up a little bit. The most likely to forget they're on camera award. Oh, geez.
Okay.
Do you have
bring up the
one?
theories? Go, Joe.
Mine's kind of a cop out, but I'm gonna say Lastro because if this kid's saying big dick sex on the server, I don't know what he could be doing in person. You know what I'm saying, like, I don't know if he's got some hats prepared. I don't know if he's got props that may or may not correlate to his comments in the past, but I'd be a little concerned putting the camera on him.
Right. Yeah, I mean that is a cop out for sure.
Oh, okay. Enlighten me. Oh, great, juicer.
I'll let John go first.
Okay.
Oh, I've got Hydration and Jake together as one.
What do you expect them to do?
I want to keep the show clean.
Do you write fan fiction, bro?
I don't write it. I live it.
It's a lifestyle.
Look, I think I'm not sure about forgetting, but I think like the way I perceive Linkser is like we will see some body pillows in the background, like on the bed, bad
you
angle.
You really gotta come for the man like
chair.
that? Come on.
I mean,
we don't have an unapologetic weeb award. I'm sorry.
There's nothing wrong with having body pillows. Okay,
Jesus
you just
Christ.
calm down. There's nothing wrong with that.
Okay, that didn't quite get all the way caught by the.
That's fine.
Camera.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Just one.
Oh no, we missed.
Just one. Jesus Christ.
Just one. Oh, okay, that's good.
Yeah, no, I also think a safe bet is probably someone with pets, because like pets